Hello everyone, welcome back to Cryptogains for another video. In this video, I'm going to take you through the entire cryptocurrency market, show you this chart, let you know my thoughts on what's going on, because there's a lot of people that are unsure right now, is this the end of the crypto market or bull run? Are we going higher? Are we going lower? I'm going to try and help you answer some of those questions and show you what I see in these charts. If it sounds interesting to you, please drop that like, give me a subscribe if you're new watching, and please remember, I am not a financial advisor. These are just my own personal opinions on the market, so please always do your own research before investing any money. That being said, this is the chart that I've been showing you guys over the last week or two or three or four, and we've got the Pi cycle, which is the middle one here, and we've got the Bitcoin investor tool, which is this one here, and then we have the heat map. There's a few other charts that I'm going to go through with you today because I really want to break down and show you what I see happening, because we are seeing a sell-off. Let's just take these two off for now and focus on the Pi cycle, because again, if you've been watching my channel, you understand what the Pi cycle is. New people watching, the Pi cycle has been significant because it's always called the top of the bull market, or so it has in the past, right? As you see here, it called it at the top perfectly, and it prints like a thin purple line, and you can tell when it's at the top, usually because the orange line crosses the red line, and when you see that at the exact cross, you see the purple line come down, and then it prints and it says Pi cycle at the top. But obviously recently, actually let me just come back so you can see the past, so you can see it happen before, here and here. But recently we saw Bitcoin drop a Pi cycle, saying that it's at the top, and then we've seen it come down. Now usually people would say that this is the top and this is it, because that's what it's saying, but I decided to look at other indicators alongside of it, and I noticed that there was something different with this one compared to the last one, because the last ones broke this top red line, which is the Bitcoin investor tool, which for me I haven't seen yet, and that's what I've been waiting for to see, because we haven't had that massive break. And as you can see here, 2017 it broke it, and I just go back again so you can see the significance. It broke it, and if it was to draw the line, it would have looked something similar like that. It broke it twice. We had a double top in back in 2013 ish, 2013. We had a double top, which was interesting. I'm going to get to that in a second because there's something that I've seen. But when we look at 2017 bull run, the price of Bitcoin bounced off of this Pi cycle many times, and you can see it here, bounced off it and it rode it all the way up. And this time is different because it's broke the Pi cycle, which again should clearly indicate that maybe it's the end of the market. But I want to open your eyes to something, and I'm just going to take these two lines off now. I just want to open your eyes to something, because have we seen this before? Have we seen this, Bitcoin do this before? And I've seen it happen one other time, and it wasn't in 2017. And this is what makes me feel like it's different to the last bull run. It wasn't in 2017. We never once saw, Bitcoin break. Well, we saw a little break there and it came back up. But actually, I suppose that could be significant, but I'm on about a proper breakdown right through the Pi cycle and closed candles below. We've never seen it in the last bull run, and I've been trying to find some significance. I mean, you can see it here, but this is all through the bear market, right? But I'm on a bull trend. I've never seen it apart from one time, and that was back in 2013. And this is why I believe that this time round, this bull market is going to be more similar to this one here. Have a look. You see where we did a double top. Now I think that we're going to probably see something similar. Again, not investment advice. I can't promise anything. I can only show you what I see, and this was the only time that I have seen the Bitcoin price drop below the Pi cycle and have candles close below it and then come back above and then spark again for the second high. And as you can see here, that was the first high, this was the second high, all within 1 year. And notice here we had a cross, just like what we had recently in 2021, and then it caught the top, it came down, it's broken it, and then we saw an additional cross right here, which signified that maybe we're about to go higher again. And then it rode all the way up, and then actually if we turn the actual Bitcoin investor tool back on, you can see it broke the red line, and then it went absolutely parabolic. I believe this part is what we call the super cycle. right? And then that's when it went really, really high. And that's what I'm kind of waiting for, to see what happens, to see if it does it. Now, in relation to the heat map, well, it didn't exist on this actual chart or this website back then. We're talking back in 2013. This is when it actually starts to show. So I can only imagine that if we extended this blue line, it probably would have showed like some green, yellow, and then some red right here, just like we see in the future here. Like when it's the heat cycle's gone red, it's really, really high, near enough at its top, and it's been a perfect time to sell. And obviously when it's been blue, you can see here, perfect time to buy, because at the lowest point of the market. Same here, look, blue, perfect time to buy. Again, blue, perfect time to buy. We haven't seen the red, and I'm still waiting for that red. So, you know, this is where I'm looking at this now. Like I said, it's the first time seeing it break. We could see it come back up. And the reason I think that it might do that, again, not 100% sure. We never know. It's only speculation, guys. You know, I'm going to show you two things. Obviously, the positive side and the negative side have to do that. The reason I think that it may go back up is because we look like we are oversold. And I'm going to show you this on this chart here. We look to be oversold. And how can you tell when you're oversold in the market? Because if you take a good look at this stochastic RSI, you know, it shows anything within this purpley blue line area, if it's ever been underneath it, it shows that the price is oversold. And usually when you see the red and the blue line cross, so for this example, the blue crossed here, the red, it shot up, we saw a price rise from here to here, and it usually works the same way. If it comes out of this bracket up here, we are overbought. And then, you know, prices start to cool off and cool down, and then the same thing. The red crosses the blue, and then it comes down, and that's what we've seen here, the sell-off. And this is, you know, held significant through the entire market. No matter where you look, like if you look from here, the blue line crosses the red line, it shoots up, and then we see this price rise, and obviously it stays above for a while, above this like, sort of purplish area, and then, you know, we see a nice rise. Same again for if it falls down, look, come down, and we see a price fall, and then, you know, it's sort of cyclical. So, you know, I think we're oversold, and there's a few things, there's a few ways you can take this. It could be a good opportunity to buy. I don't know. Maybe there's some people that wanted to buy Bitcoin really cheap. This could be a good time to buy. But again, you obviously want to do more research in your own time. I'm just showing you what I see. This is what I see, and I really do think so. How can you tell when this bull market is actually definitely over? Well, we have this thing in the market called a death cross, and a death cross is when the 50-day moving average, these are the averages right here, this is the 21-day, this one's the 50-day. It's when the 50-day moving average, this purple line, crosses the 200-day moving average. I haven't drawn the 200-day up on this yet, but I'm going to show you in a second. Let me grab it up here. Nope, that's not it. Let me grab it up. Hold on, I've got it somewhere. Here we go. This is the chart that I want to show you. The 50-day and the 200-day. Look, wants me to bloody pay for ads. So yeah, take a look at this. The red line is the 200-day, and the purple line is the 50-day. Whenever we've seen them cross, when the purple line crosses and it comes up towards the red, it's signified a death cross, which means that it's a, you know, it's a huge trend reversal, and it's been significant in the past. So you can see here, when the purple line crossed the red line, it signified that, you know, we are seeing a death cross, and then we're coming in for a deep bear market. And you know, same again, like, you know, we've seen little ones here crossing, falling backwards, but whenever it's been the other opposite way round, where the, you know, the purple line crosses the red line, it's been a bull market. And that's what we saw back here, which sparked the bull market, and it raised right above it. So far it hasn't crossed. And, you know, this purple line could come down like this. I can kind of show you roughly what it could kind of do, get my words out. It could do something like this. I know it's red right now. And then it could float back up, and then it could come back like this and come back up. Let me just change that to purple so, you know, it helps you understand. And obviously the red line, you know, we could probably do something like this, probably get close to it. It could do something like this, I don't know, or it could just, you know, it actually just could cross. So that's what I'm waiting for to see, because if it crosses, then, you know, we definitely could see further downside action. Okay, now I'm not the best at, you know, technical analysis. I can just show you what I see, and I work with what I work with, and it works for me. A few other things that I want to show you in these charts. Oh, that thing that I got up before, where I was trying to show you the death cross, that basically tells you a bit about it. Look, death cross is when the 50-day moving average crosses the 200-day moving average. You have to do it on the daily frame, right? Because if you do it on a weekly, it doesn't really work significant. It's the daily time frame, which you see here, the 1D. So you could do this in your own time if you want. You can grab up TradingView. It's free. Just, set yourself up on the email and stuff and just log in and just grab these two indicators. You can do it by clicking on this icon here and just type in moving average, and then obviously you can add them in, right? So that's that. What else can we look at in relation to this chart? We've been seeing what kind of sell-off was this actually? I want to show you what kind of sell-off this was, because it has been a big sell-off and it's enough to make people panic. But I'm trying to remain focused and calm, and let me just show you this chart here. We've had a 35% drop. If you was a patron of mine, you knew this because I showed you this morning, or I say this morning, about an hour ago or two. I like to keep them up to date as well so you can see, not to panic and stuff. I showed you what I see is a 35% drop. But this has happened a few times in the bull market, in the previous bull markets. Because if you look back at the last bull market, this is 2017, right? And I'm showing you on the weekly time frame, right? 1 week. If you look, these red candles, they may not look steep, but they're significant and they are quite steep, and we can go right back through this entire bull market and look at how many times it dropped. So let's have a look from here to here, right? The first one that we see here, from here to here, so the top from there all the way down to, I'm trying to get it so you can see here. So I'm talking from here to here. You're looking at a 46% drop. And, we can take these candles and the bodies and do it again from here to here roughly. That's a 28% drop. We can use these ones here, from here to here. You're looking about a 32% drop, from here. From here to where? Here, you've got a 39% drop there. So, through this entire bull market, we have had these 39-40% drops, which in my eyes is kind of healthy. Really, you need those drops to rise higher and higher. And look, and as you can see, Bitcoin just rose higher and higher and higher. The reason I show you Bitcoin is because it's the most significant one. When Bitcoin falls, the rest of the chart falls with it. And yeah, got another one here. From here to here, you're looking at 37% roughly drop, maybe a bit low, a bit higher. Let me try and do that one again. 41% drop. You see, so we have seen these significant drops through the entire 2017 bull market. So I get my words, I'm tongue twisted. It's because I just woke up. I ain't got no mummy jokes today. I'm just too tired to be doing this at crazy hours in the morning. You best believe I woke up early for this. So yeah, going forward on that, when I see because what are we on now? This, I think, 30-something%, 35 did I say? When I see sort of like a 33-35%, it looks normal. And it looks like we could bounce back and then come up for a higher high. But again, not investment advice, just showing you what I see on the chart. Me personally, I take things like the fear and greed index into consideration. Right now, we're in extreme fear. Now, this is really good for deciding when to buy and sell. Usually, when it's in greed, and extreme greed like we've had over the last month or two, it's usually you should usually do the opposite to what the herd is doing. So in this case, it's red. And in my last videos, if you saw it, I said, it's usually a good time to buy crypto when it's red, because that's when everybody else is in fear. And that saying, right? Be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. And right now, there's extreme fear. People are fearful. So maybe this could be a good opportunity to buy it. But again, not investment advice. Take it as you will. As you have. I ain't cutting it. Keeping it in raw, fresh and organic like Tesco's. If it goes green, could be a good time to sell. Take some profits. But, you decide that on your own terms. I'm just showing you what I see. Other things to look out for is the Bitcoin dominance. Now, we have been at what? Let me just show you like this so you can see up here. The Bitcoin dominance, it went down to like 30, 38, 37 or something like that. I can't remember. Or 39. It's come back up now to 40%. So people are putting money back in Bitcoin. I like to watch this. This is how you can see it on another view of a chart. Whenever Bitcoin's been high in dominance, that's because people have put all their money in it. And as you can see in the last bull run 2017, it dropped really, really low. It came right down to like 37%, and then it came up again, and it dropped right down to a further 33%. And when we saw that, when Bitcoin's dominance fell, the altcoins exploded and went absolutely high. So I think that, you know, from looking at this, if this was to go down to 33%, we've still got another 7% to drop off of this, and, you know, we could still potentially see higher highs. So, you know, that's basically the gist of what I'm looking at. I know we're down now, and I know it looks fearful and scary, but I'm remaining focused. And again, if you're a Patreon if you're a patron of mine, I'm trying to keep you focused as well. You know, things we can look at is the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curves. These are another ones, important things to look at. I showed you this in the past. You can see here, every time Bitcoin's been at its highest peak of the bull market, it's, you know, reached this yellow line, right? The top yellow line. Well, Bitcoin hasn't done that with this bit yet. And, you know, if I zoom this bit in here, you can see that we haven't done that yet. If anything, we've come to face this actual middle line, which is what I said in the last video. This will be a test for Bitcoin, because if it breaks this yellow line, we may see further downside action, and we may face a mini bear market. I don't know, this could be a mini bear market that we're in. Mini meaning it might just be a short-term lived mini bear market. But if it bounces off this and then it starts to see higher highs, you best believe that we will be going higher, and that would have been your opportunity to buy some crypto cheap. That's all I'm saying, because I'm expecting it to go as high as $115,000 minimum, 116. You know, that's what I'm kind of looking for to confirm that this, you know, bull market is at its top. So I think I've showed you everything. Let me just check. I've showed you the death cross with the 50-day and the 200-day. I showed you the what's this here? Okay, this was the oversold, to let you know when we're oversold, you see here. So again, it's weird because a lot of signals point that we're going down in a bear market, but I see a lot of signals saying it could be a good opportunities to buy. So yeah, you have to decide what you want to do. And like I said, the last time I saw this happen with the Pi cycle was, and look, I'm still waiting for red as well, right? And we haven't seen the red. Last time I saw this happen was right back in 2013. Let me just zoom this out so we can see right back here. And that was the most significant one for me, where, you know, we had full body candle closes in below the red, the Pi cycle. So this is what I'm keeping my eye on, because if Bitcoin does like a V-shaped recovery like this one, it bounces back up and then it comes above the Pi cycle again, you best believe we're going to see some explosive gains. And, you know, you might kick yourself because you didn't buy when you had this opportunity to buy. I don't know why I'm zooming in now. What am I laughing for? Anyway, I've been proper chilled out on this. You can tell when I wake up because I'm just too lazy to be doing mummy jokes. What am I laughing for? If this was helpful to you, please drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Shout out to you all. And, you know, shout out to my patrons. I don't have my phone on me. I do apologize. This is what happens when I wake up early. I'm proper lazed out. You best believe it's my birthday today as well. So I shouldn't even be doing videos. But I'm doing it because I'm dedicated to giving you guys what I need to give you. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go and have some birthday cake at some point today. I hope so anyway. They best have bought me some birthday cake. I need some birthday cake. And yeah, shout out to my patrons. Satoshi Nakamoto, I see you, you know who you are, big up to you. And all the other patrons in these tiers, I do see you. Thank you so much. I can't believe I've got 33 more messages. I answered all your messages yesterday, I promise you. I just keep getting lots of messages. I'm going to get through them and answer all your questions and help you on your journey, okay? If you're new to the Patreon, big up to you. Check out the posts, especially if you're in the tier that shows you my buy, sell, stake alerts. Check them out. You can see my spreadsheets that show you when I'm taking profits, exactly what prices I'm taking at. And, you know, if you're watching now and you want to become a patron and you need something like this, you're welcome to become a patron. This way you won't panic when you see prices fall and potentially collapse on your face. Yeah, I'll talk about the MVT in another video. But, you know, you can check my last video. I actually did speak about it, so you can understand a bit more about it. But yeah, that was it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers!